Just a few kilometres from Fetousa is Lesbos' only winery, Methymnaeos. And today is actually the start of vintage, and Yanis, the owner, is taking delivery of his harvested grapes from his organic vineyard.
The remote village of Hedira seems an unlikely place to find a winery that's not only state-of-the-art, but truly organic. No industrial fertilizers or agrochemicals here. Instead, the grapes are grown and the wine is produced totally in line with the traditions of the region. It's both a mark of respect for history and a guarantee of quality.
Yanis, can you tell me a little bit about the history of the vineyard and your family?
Well, the vineyard and the winery were started by my father, who was born here in this village, and he then went to Athens to study classics. And he started all this mainly because of historical reasons. He read that Lesbos produced the most expensive wine in the ancient markets. And so he came back here in 1985, and he started replanting the indigenous variety of the area, the Lesbos grape, which was almost completely destroyed by phylloxera since the 1950s. We're quite privileged by nature here because the valley where the vineyards are situated is the center of the volcano, which once formed the petrified forest of Lesbos, which means that there's a lot of sulfur in the soil, which offers us natural protection against the diseases of the vines. It also gives our wine some rather distinctive characteristics, which are appreciated the world over.
And are you the only winery on Lesbos?
We're the only winery on the island of Lesbos, and we're actually the first winery in the history of Lesbos. People used to make wines here since a very old time, but they were never bottled. So, apart from being the first vineyard, the first winery of the island, we're also the first bottled wine of the island.
Lesbos, for me, is a place where traditions are carried on proudly. Its beauty and natural bounty are matched only by the spirit of its warm and welcoming people. With all the advances of the modern world, I hope Lesbos and its people, such as its fishermen, boat builders and bakers, continue for as long as they can to observe a way of life that may not be around forever.